Do you know this, that India is most populous country of the world? Yet, few states are suffering the problem of decline in population. And who are those states? Those states are southern part of this country. Hello and welcome to the InFocus series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about the cost of population decline and what are the social, political and economic cost of population decline faced by the southern state of this country. So this session is important for your GS 3 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion part. So first of all, we are going to discuss India's demographic transition, then we are going to discuss aging population and economic impact, and also we are going to discuss the political and economic imbalances, and then propose solution recommendations and pro-natalist policies, and then practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to our Drishti IAS channel. Moving towards the news part. So before moving to the news part, I want to make an important announcement for you. As you already know that Drishti IAS has several branches across the country, and Drishti IAS has started its ISGS Foundation course. And in Indore, we can see the batch had started by 13th November 3:30 p.m. Karol Bagh, Delhi, 26th November 6 p.m. And if you want to know more information about the such classes, you can call on to this number 8010440440, and this is exclusively for the English medium. And if you are staying nearby, you can also visit to the offline center. So what was the news? So the news is that few southern states, especially Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, had expressed concern about decline in population because they are facing the cost of population decline. And they had also declared that we are going to incentivize those families who are focusing on the population growth and who are taking and who are reproducing more children. So this is the news which we are going to discuss in today's session, that what would be the cost of population decline. Despite of having largest population of the world, Indians few states are suffering from that. So why there is a regional imbalance, we are going to discuss in this session. So coming to the India's demographic transition. So what is the current situation? So current situation, what we can see that in smaller northern states and southern states, they have a low fertility rate. And what we can see that because of the low fertility rate, their aging population is more than the most of the northern states. So this is a difference, and we can see the transition also. So what are the transitions? So if we'll see the statics wise, so fertility rate. So first of all, we should know that what is fertility rate. So fertility rate is that how and what amount of number of women reproduce during her reproduction age. So suppose that if women reproduction age is of 18 to 45 or 18 to 50, depends different of the women, that at what time they are getting their menopause. So if one woman has reproduced 4 children, one woman has reproduced 3 children, so it depends, and on the basis of that there is a aggregate data state wise. So we can see that fertility rate 2019 and 21, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal has 1.4, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Kerala, Punjab and Himachal Pradesh has 1.5. In contrast, we can see that Bihar has 3, Uttar Pradesh has 2.7, Madhya Pradesh has 2.6. And what we can see the context here, that the states who have a low fertility rate, they are very good in economic growth, but there is also burden of aging population because they lacked youth population. Now we'll come to the next one. The next one is about the population aging. So we had discussed that the states who have a low fertility rate, they have a problem of aging population. So we can see the population aging. So projected rise in elderly population by 2036. So in Kerala, we can see that 22.8% of the aging population by 2036. Tamil Nadu 20.8%. Andhra Pradesh 19%. In contrast with Bihar, what we can see that elderly population only rising to 11% by 2036, and currently it has just 7.7%. So what we can see that Bihar has a high fertility rate, and that's why we can see that there is a less dependence and burden of aging population. And we can see that in comparison to Kerala, in comparison to Tamil Nadu, it is almost halved in terms of the aging population by 2036. And old age dependency ratio. So what we can see, what is this old age dependency ratio? So we can see that suppose that we have aging population, but few aging population are not burdened on you, and few aging population who does not have any income and who are dependent on the pension. Some are totally dependent on their children's income. So that is called as dependency ratio. So in Kerala it is 26.1%, Tamil Nadu 20.5%, Himachal Pradesh 19.6%, Andhra Pradesh 18.5%. And what are the implications? So implications, if you see that opportunity for demographic dividend is diminishing, and there is also economic strain, increased healthcare expenses because southern state has to spend more on the healthcare because of the aging population. And also suppose that if anybody is getting pension, and suppose that Kerala has the most employed people, and we can see that the particular set of people are getting pension. So who acquired and who earned their pension? So it is ultimate the younger population who is earning the pension on behalf of them. So it is indirectly burden on the younger population that they had to earn for the aging population also, and that has created economic strain and health burden on the southern state. Now we'll come to another aspect of it. Another aspect of is political implication of population imbalance. So recently we can see that there was lots of debate on delimitation, women reservation. And why there was a lots of debate on there? Because these things are interrelated and correlated. And we can see that delimitation exercise is halted by 2026, and after 2026 we can have delimitation exercise, because southern states are saying that we are diminishing our population because we are caring for the India's economy, we are caring for the India's society, we do not want to become burden on the country. So that's why they have maintained their population growth. And southern states are saying that because they have maintained their population growth, so they are not awarded and rewarded by the government, they are punished by the government, and their seats might be snatched in the next delimitation exercise. So here we'll come to the political implication. So by 2026, delimitation will likely to shift Lok Sabha seat distribution. So what we can see that Uttar Pradesh, maybe we are predicting here, we don't know that what will be the exact political implications, but we are predicting by seeing and by analyzing the current situation. So Uttar Pradesh is likely to gain 12 more seats, Bihar 10 more seats, Rajasthan 7 more seats, and Tamil Nadu is going to lose 9 seats, Kerala 6 seats, and Andhra Pradesh. So what we can see that southern states are going to lose their seats. On the other hand, the eastern state, the central state, and northern states are likely to gain more seats because there is a significant amount of population growth here. And on the other hand, we can see that there was a maintenance of population growth in the southern states. So what we can see that the slower growth rate of the population also have a problem of share of central taxes, because southern states says that we contribute a lot to the economy of India. But what we see that when there is a share of central taxes, because our population is low and economically we are doing good in terms of the other states, so we are not getting our due share. So this is a disadvantageous and discriminatory on the behalf, because their population is very low. Now we'll come to the another aspect. Another aspect is about the proposed solutions and pro-natalist policy. So what is here pro-natalist policy? So pro-natalist policy is that in that a government encourages its population to produce more babies. So this is called as pro-natalist policies. So that's why various chief minister had also said that we are going to incentivize those set of families who are focusing on family planning and they are reproducing more children. So challenges of pro-natalist policies, what we can see. So potential reduction in women's labor force participation. So this is one challenge, because if women will be pregnant thrice in her reproductive age, so 3 times she has to take leave. And what we can see that there will be less chances of them to participate in labor production. So this is also problematic on the state side and also problematic for the women, because if women are getting the maternity leave, so sometimes it's paid and sometimes it's unpaid. So they are the ones who are the ultimate sufferer of such kind of the policies, and then limited success in other countries. So what we can see that the countries who has this pro-natalist policies, we can see that there is a limited success there, because people were not likely to reproduce more babies. And alternative suggestions, work family policies, paid maternity and paternity leave, because what many times women are not like to reproduce more children, and even in some extent up to 1 or 2 children, because there is a lot of competition in the job sector, and if they will be at leave for 6 or 7 months or sometimes for 1 or 2 years, they are out of the competition. And in many unorganized sector of the country, the maternity leaves are unpaid in nature, and there is also threat of job loss. So this is also one of the things. So in such situation, we have to find a solution. So there should be a paid maternity leave and also paternity leave, so that the responsibility of the rearing children should not alone with the women. It should be also shared by the men and father of the child. And employment policy to reduce motherhood penalty. So I had already discussed that what is motherhood penalty. So motherhood penalty is that if a woman leaves her job for 1 or 2 years, so whenever she wants to join again, so there is a difficulty in joining again, because people are not likely to recruit people who have 1 or 2 year job gap. And also people have this kind of mentality that if she has a baby, she must be occupied with her baby, she will not take care on the work. So this kind of mentality persists with the women, that she is a mother, maybe there are chances that she will not pay full attention to the work. So these are the maternity and motherhood penalty a woman has to face, and that's why we can see that women are not likely to reproduce more children. And also today women are more educated, more empowered, and they had understood this thing that they are not reproducing machine, and it's their right and it's their choice that how many children they want to reproduce, and in some cases they don't want to even reproduce. So they are also saying that if they want to reproduce children, it's their choice, it should not be compulsion on them. Now we'll come to the another aspect. So what are the recommendations? So we can see that long-term recommendation is that there should be a behavior in which women should not be punished because they are going to become a mother, because it's their choice that they had decided to be a mother. So this is also one of the things that such kind of mentality should be vanished from our society. And also benefits of gender equity. So here what we can see that there should be the equitable policies. So if we are providing women's maternity leave, you have to also provide male paternity leave, so that they can also spend their time with the children, they can also take responsibility of their children, and also health focused solution should be here. So what we can see that we have to also take care that pro-natalist policy, maybe it's fine for some states, and maybe it depends upon individual, that few individuals are pursuing pro-natalist policies or not, because it's completely their choice. But if our aging population is increasing, we have to make them workable population, so that they not have much burden on the working population. And also our healthcare system should be fit and fine for them, so that if any aging population wants to access those set of health solutions, so they can easily access. So these are the solutions we have, and we have not imposed, and we do not have to change anyone's women's choice that she has to reproduce a baby. Now we come to the question part. The question is, the concept of old age dependency ratio is significant in demographic study. What does this ratio indicate? The proportion of elderly population in the total population, the ratio of working age population to the elderly population, the number of elderly people per 100 people of working age 18 to 59 years, the percentage of healthcare expenses dedicated to the elderly population. So this is very easy one. You have to answer into the comment section. And I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. And many of you are asking for the PDFs. So the PDF is available on Telegram, and the link is in description. So you can avail from there. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.